welcome back, everybody, to our weekly D&D stream here at the CBG. Back at it with some Curse of Strahd. Um,
Damn, bro. Back at it again.
we should probably discuss this before the stream started, but did we have any updates on the Monster Hunter one shot?
Yeah. It's the map's all made. We just need to coordinate with everybody on a time when it works for everybody. I don't want to do it on Wednesday. I want to do it on a different day. So whatever day that happens to fall on. I was talking with Devin, and he tried to squeeze in another player, but I was like, no, I already made everything. There's no. Sorry,
Yeah,
but
big enough
yes,
party.
should be a five-man party. One DM being me. I haven't DM'd in a while, so I'll be rusty. But
Mhm.
we'll see.
It's like Reading.
Yeah, yeah.
My character
So
said,
we'll probably come up with a date pretty soon. I imagine within the next week or so, maybe two, depending. But yeah, we'll definitely notify you guys when that will happen, and it will most likely be on a weekend, as we don't want to interrupt our usual Wednesday stream. Anyways, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get back to where we were last we left off. Our troop had tied some loose ends, and we're now on their have their eyes on the lost seeds um, for the Wizard of Wines. That bunch of druids have dug them up, taken them, and taken them away to certain areas. You know the locations of two, where the third one is still unknown. But one of the locations was the ruins of Berez. Before making your way towards these ruins, you all stopped at the wonderful pie maker and loaded up on a bunch of pies. And after some shenanigans in the forest, grabbing some herbs, um, uh, Leek had gone on quite the binge, as well as Karabar. But uh, the pies have been taking their toll, as even though they are in a dreamlike state, they are not actually resting and have been gaining points of exhaustion. Um, Falco sought to it to uh, teach them by lesson, and they right outside the ruins. They decided to have a sparring match, and it was a close toe-to-toe battle. Um, whether or not the intent stuck to Leek, we'll see. But as you guys are here in front of the ruins and you start to make your way towards it, the trail hugs the river for several miles. The dirt and grass soon turn into marsh as the trail dissolves into spongy earth pockmarked with strands of tall reeds and pools of stagnant water. A thick shroud of fog covers all. Scattered throughout the marsh are old peasant cottages, their walls covered with black mildew, their roofs mostly caved in. These decrepit dwellings seem to hunker down in the mire, as though as they have long since given up on escaping the thick mud. Everywhere you look, black clouds of flies dart about, hungry for blood.
Ugh.
The fog is much thinner on the far side of the river, where a light flashes amid a dark ring of standing stones.
um, is this muck slowing our travel down, or is it kind of just like annoying?
The as far as the what you see as far as the dirt road that kind of goes into this area and then goes around, the dirt road you can see is pretty stable. So you can enter in and stuff like that without um, any slowdowns of that. But you can see obviously anything that looks like marsh, anything that's off the road would be considered difficult terrain.
Okay, got it. Um, Yeah, I'm just keeping my eyes open, looking around. It feels like we're walking into a situation that I kind of wish I hadn't spent a whole bunch of spell slots beforehand, but
I
here
was
we
gonna
are.
say, what time of day is it?
Yeah,
Like,
before we
Um,
fully commit to this thing.
as far as I'm assuming this is taking place right after the whole sparring match,
Hmm.
correct?
Hmm.
Hmm.
So yeah, this is taking. It would
Yeah,
have.
we
It
took a
took you
short rest, I
twice.
believe.
Yeah, you took a short rest as you.
Oh,
Um,
oh, thank
yeah,
God. I was at
I
one height. Oh,
I would say
no.
that you took a short rest after after the sparring match, as you guys kind of regathered, recouped from that battle. But you have not taken a long rest. It did take you twice as long to get up to this point because of Leek's lollygagging.
Ooh,
So I'd say it's probably in between, like it's late afternoon, probably like 4 or 5 o'clock.
Hmm.
You still have a little bit of daylight left, but it's fading fast.
I mean, how about this, guys? Maybe we try to scout it. I can scout from a distance for a little bit, and then maybe we can try to tackle this tomorrow morning.
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm down
may
to
not be.
tackle it tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Um,
Check it out. Be a snake or something. I don't know. Be sneaky.
hmm.
Sneaky snake.
Okay, cool.
Snake.
Snake's not a bad idea actually.
Mhm.
Um, let's see, what's a good snake to turn into?
A rare
Ooh,
snake.
you know what? I'm actually no, I don't want to be a large creature. Never mind. Yeah, let me just kind of go through my options real quick. Uh,
Yeah. Uh, Exhaustion goes away on a long, not a short rest. Yeah.
Correct. And I
What
think
about poison?
they exhaustion also like depending on how many rack up, you only lose 1 point per long rest,
Right.
so it doesn't reset completely.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's rough.
That was fucked up after that fight.
yeah, I'm not doing. I wasn't doing great either. I had to use a lot of hit dice.
Hmm.
I used all of mine. I'm still back.
All right, yeah. So I think I am going to turn into a snake.
Okay. So you see Falco um, wither into a long, slender snake.
As he transforms into snake form, Karabar says, "Before you go, just to make sure you're safe, I'll grab my amulet that's around my neck, and I'll say, may the moon protect you, and guide your steps, and then I'll cast Shield of Faith on you. So for 10 minutes, your little snake form has +2 AC.
Ooh, nice. I could definitely use that. Thank you. Let's say in your head. Thanks.
Such a convenient ability to have as a druid.
For sure. And yeah, I'll take off. I'm trying to do this quietly. I'm not trying to make a whole bunch. And I'm trying to go kind of through the marsh a little bit to blend in a little better.
No problem, no problem.
Yeah, I have a swim
Is
speed.
there anything that you're specifically doing? Like, are you just gonna cut right through it, or are you just gonna like circle around to see like what
Um,
exactly are you scouting for?
I'm just trying. First, I'm trying to kind of just scout for the like vegetation. What kind of things are growing here? Is this like does it seem like magical in nature? Does it seem like you know um kind of mundane? And then I'm trying to kind of get a sense of if I see like life forms or get the sense that like things live here.
Okay. Um, go ahead and give me a perception check as you go about your merry way as a snake.
All right, cool. That's going to be a 14.
14. Okay. As you go into into the marsh and stuff like that, you definitely get a closer look at this place, even from like a ground level thing. You don't see anything as far as any threats. You don't see any humanoids or anybody kind of like in the vicinity,
Hmm.
as far as you know. Um, but you do definitely see there's the like ruins of cottages, more so towards the way that you're going off onto your left hand side, closer to the banks. And then there's a scattering of a few more abandoned or ruined cottages up the hill a little bit to your
Hmm.
right. Um,
Does it seem like they're
Further,
abandoned for a long time, or does it seem
yeah,
kind of like
these
recent?
these aren't not like abandoned, like they're still intact and they're just empty. These are like little ruins, like the like half of the like the top half of these supposed cottages are gone. It's just like maybe a
Okay.
few walls that are standing up and rubble. Um,
Okay.
but off to the if you look past these cottages and off to the distance, um, you see up on a hill, you see the remains of what would have been a mansion, just kind of like a dilapidated mansion that's in ruins. And then off to the right of that mansion, um, a little bit is um, you can see what might be like construed as like a churchyard. You see what like a little bit of a, like marked graves and a little marked out area. Um, but other than that, there's really not much else that you can spot from your ground, from your level. You do see actually you do see some figures in the fog. Um, but with your I'd say with your perception and your passive position perception, you can make out that they look like the prop kind of like they look like scarecrows, like stick figures, kind of like puffed out and laying off to the
Hmm.
side. And you
Okay.
see like them kind of like scattered about. Um, but other than that, there's nothing really remarkable that you can see on the outside, unless you want to do more thorough investigations on inside of any of these buildings.
Mm, yeah, this seems like I'm asking for trouble. So I think I'm gonna do just like I said, keep it a light recap. Uh, I guess I'll check the scarecrows out. Do they look like they're recently placed here, or like they've been here for like forever?
Um, yeah, they just you get up close to one and they definitely have an age to them. Like they haven't been here recently or they're not new. But then they're also not entirely old. Um, they still seem to retain most of their form, so they haven't been sitting here for centuries. But
Okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah, so there's some sort of intelligent life here. All right, cool. So I'll slither my way back onto the group and kind of just recount what I saw and let them know that I didn't feel comfortable going in there by myself. Just in case something went crazy. Not
Probably the
not
right
as
move.
hurt as I am.
let me add one other thing.
Okay.
As you slithered in to check out one of these scarecrows, um, parting through the fog, you almost didn't catch it until you got closer to one of these scarecrows. Beyond the scarecrow, um, you do see a hut. Um, Someone has built a ramshackle wooden hut on the stump of what was once an enormous tree. The rotting roots of the stump thrust up from the mire like the legs of a giant spider. An open doorway is visible on one side of the hut, beneath which floats an upside down, hollowed out skull of a giant.
Of a giant
Flanking,
what?
like basically the skull of a giant
Oh, okay.
that's been kind of turned upside down.
Gotcha.
Flanking the hut's doorway are two iron cages that dangle like hideous ornaments from the eaves. Scores of ravens are trapped in each one. They squawk and flutter their wings.
Uh,
Oof. Okay. Okay.
we're just
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
go to
definitely
sleep next to that.
gonna. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna shuffle back over to the group. I'm like, so, but I saw some scarecrows and it seemed pretty benign, but directly past it, I saw a a hut that was built into the top of a stump with cages full of ravens trying to get away but being unable to. I remember the locals saying that there was were ravens around here. Maybe this is someone trying to capture them, but I don't know.
Do we want to check this out tonight or sleep on it and hope it's still there in the morning?
It feels like a tomorrow morning kind of thing. I wouldn't be nearly as effective as I would like to be, and I think that if we plan it right, I can talk to these ravens and at least communicate with them to find out a little more information potentially if
And
we
I
have
think
a sleep.
I
Well,
need sleep.
yeah. Yeah, Leek, do you have any more of those pies?
Mhm. I think I'm turning a corner. Falco made some good points a couple hours ago. Um, let me just give you all my pies.
How many do you have left?
I got 3.
I'll hold on to them for you. Yeah, sure.
I give them all my pies.
All right, it's a very hard thing to do as you hand over your last pies. Um, actually, give me a will save.
Which would be
To,
Wisdom?
yeah,
you.
wisdom save. Sorry.
Can't throw out some Pathfinder terms on me. 16.
16. I'd say yeah. It's a little difficult, but you push yourself to like, okay, here you go, and you give your remaining pies to Karabar.
So if I go through withdrawals or something,
You know.
My eyes go, or Karabar's eyes go wide, and he goes, just to check, am I allowed to eat any of these?
I I'm trying to kick the habit, man. If they're gone, they're gone.
So do you think the pies are the ones causing your tiredness?
What else could it be? I only got this tired after we bought all the pies.
Yeah, I remember a week or so ago, I had a conversation with Robert about the pies getting in the way of my faith. Maybe there is something about these pies. I'll meditate on it tonight with the pies.
As I eat them.
Over pie.
Well, I'll save you at least one, Leek.
Okay.
That's just bad. If you're with this addiction, that's all right. I'll save you some.
Don't tell
Yeah,
Falco.
man. I got an 8 ball with your name on it.
I won't. Yeah, we'll celebrate your rehab with an 8 ball. No. Okay. Yeah. I won't tell anyone, but I'll keep one just in case. And then I'll, go into my tent and do my nightly ritual.
All right. Question.
Hmm.
How far away are you guys camping away from the ruin?
um,
Well, the way he described it is terrifying, so probably pretty far.
yeah, I would
Yeah.
say I think I would try to go at least to where the fog is normal Barovia.
Yeah. So there's
Okay,
enough
so
fog
a
that we
good
can't see it.
distance. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd say you probably went up like halfway between like the ruins and where you crossed.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we'd probably backtrack a bit. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. You guys go ahead and settle in for your night's rest. Is there anything you wish to do before you turn in?
Aim.
Um, I have two things I would like to do. The first thing is I want to start working on those herbs to make some healing potions.
Okay.
So
Oh,
I don't know how many checks or whatever I need to do. So but I want to get started with that.
Let me refresh myself on that real quick. Anybody
Hmm.
else?
I want to try to catch a fish again.
Uh, Barehanded?
Yep.
snapping out of the water.
All right.
Literally there.
Sure. You go ahead and you wade back into the waters and go ahead and give me a performance check. Actually, no, it would be would do a dexterity check.
16.
16. Yeah, not bad. You like sit there and you wait. You stay there motionless, and you soon enough you see a fish just kind of like swimming up and just kind of holds position there, and you're able to snag it right out of the water.
Yeah. Look, Falco, I did it.
Let's go. I give you a big thumbs up. Like it's all about going where it's going, not where it is. Exactly. As I'm like, using a moiter and pestle.
Uh, can I just want to sort of set the pie in front of me, light candles and incense, and ceremoniously have this pie in front of me. And then I want to cast guidance on myself, and I want to try to beseech my god, Saloon, to see if she can give me any insight into these pies.
So what are you doing?
So I set up the meat pie. I did like a whole little
Mhm.
ritual with an altar, and I have like candles and incense lit. And I want to try to beseech my god, Saloon. I want to try to sort of pray to her, and see if she can give me any insight or any feeling, good or bad, something about these pies that can tell me whether or not it's a problem.
Are you actually using like a spell like commune or anything,
No,
or
I'm
is this
not.
just
Just
you?
as a man of faith.
Okay. Go ahead and just give me a religion check.
Okay, I did cast guidance on myself, so if that helps.
I love
Yeah.
how in a world where like faith-based magic is definitely definitively a proven thing, you're still playing it just like as a regular Joe Schmo with faith.
That's 18.
18. Um, you go and you pray and you meditate on these pies, um, trying to beseech the wisdom of Saloon. Um, the is you try as you might, you spend like maybe an hour or so doing this, and the only thing that is just filling your mind is, man, these pies look good.
Yeah, looks pretty good. Uh,
Can't even connect with their god past the pies. Hmm.
mm, well, I think Karabar would be a little wary because of all the anti-pie sentiment around the group. Uh, so I'll cast protection from good and evil on myself, and then I'll also cast sanctuary on myself because only one of those is concentration, and then I'll eat the pie.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a con save.
Neither of those help with saves. All right, let's see.
Hmm.
Matic, it's fine.
Yeah.
18.
18. You go, you eat the pie, you feel that euphoric sensation start to go, and then it fizzles out. And you're kind of left disappointed.
I look over at my bag where the other two pies are, and I say, I did say I'd save him one, and I grab the second pie, and I stare at it for a second, and I say, oh, they're so good, and I eat another one.
Okay. Go ahead and give me another con save.
Oh, god damn it, 21.
21.
Mm,
Again, you
that's your
eat
God
this pie,
talking.
and you feel it, and nope, it just fizzles. And
Okay.
again, you're left disappointed.
I'll just lay down with my head facing at the singular last pie and try to go to sleep. And that's it.
Just stare at it.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Uh, Falco.
Yes.
Do, 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 do. So the way that this is going to work is that you don't have to roll anything,
Hmm.
but it will take you a. It depends on what you're trying to make. Are you just
Hmm.
making just a standard common potion of healing?
I think for as much effort as we went in, I'm going to try to make the highest level potion I can make.
Okay.
You know, at least try to make them worth getting.
You utilizing your healing kit plus the herbs that you've gotten. Um, it's gonna be like a progress thing. You're gonna have to
Hmm.
put in a certain amount of time every day to do this, and it'll be completed after 20 days. Hmm. And you're going to need to spend up to there's a creation cost to this. So in conjunction with the herbs as a basic vital component of the healing potion, there will be like other things that you would need to put in that you can either um, purchase, make, or find. And each one will have a gold value to it, and that I'd say that you can either like you can pay out like I'd say. Hold on, it's gonna be a little tricky here. Sorry, folks, I'm still learning how to do this kind of stuff. Uh, so got it. Okay. So I'd say that you're pretty avid in you're getting to understand how to make potions because you have the healer's kit and you're trained in alchemy and stuff like that.
Hmm.
You're gonna know that with the herbs that you have, you can make a single greater healing potion. But it's going to take 20 days to make, and overall is going to cost you 500 gold worth of additional cost. So if you can like spend
Golly.
25 gold a day and then to put towards it, um, or with if you wanted to, you can split that into two common healing potions, which will take 4 days for you to make per potion and only cost you 100 gold. So you'd only have
Mm.
to spend 25 gold a day for that.
Well, if that's the case, then I think I mean I couldn't even do 500 if I wanted to. So I can at least get close with the common. So I guess that's what I'm gonna go for.
Okay.
I guess
So
I'll put it to the group just to make sure that like that's what everyone is like okay with.
Cool with me, better than nothing.
Yeah, true. So two commons instead of a greater, because 20 days consistently is tough. Like, you never know what's going to be going down. And I do not have that much gold to make a common, so we
yeah.
can talk
So
about it. I think.
yeah. And it's like the gold value is just a payment of basically um, the other ingredients that you would need to get to. I'm not going to have you go and start like shopping and stuff like that for things. So if you want to just pay it
Whew.
out and then put it towards your daily construction, I'd say that you have like all the other necessary components with you.
All right, cool.
Um, so you can do, yeah. So it'd be when you can either pay it all out at once and just put the 100 gold and then just do the 4 days of crafting it, or you can do it piecemeal in case you need to. Like, okay, here's 25 gold. Here's my daily mix, and then it'll just stay in that progression until you finish it off.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do 25. So I'll do 25 today.
Okay. And so, yeah, so you go ahead and begin crafting this potion, getting all the necessary ingredients together, getting them prepped into a fashion that you can start distilling them and basically just overall prep.
Okay, sounds good. And I'm gonna work on a little something. It's a very small thing. When once I finish with my potion for the day, but
Got it.
then after I go to sleep.
Got it. Got it. All right. So you guys go ahead and go off to sleep. Okay. So yeah, you guys go ahead and take your long rest, and the night goes off without a hitch. You are successfully long rested. Leek, you take 1 point of exhaustion off. And I think Karabar, you had one as well, but you are now back to
Yeah.
normal.
Interesting. It says it requires food and water to get rid of exhaustion. That's funny.
Super quiet.
Am I?
Yeah,
God
you,
damn it! This fucking mic. Better, worse?
but the
A
same.
little better.
Oh, okay. There we go. That was the
There
problem. I
you
had to. Okay. So, go, sir. Go ahead.
go. Obviously, you guys eaten and stuff like that. You have your travel rations, and Robert had caught a lovely fish that you probably would have
Oh,
cooked and
sick.
shared and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, um, but
Oh,
you guys go ahead and wake up. You Leek, you're still feeling a little groggy, but a lot better.
Good.
Karabar, you wake up perfectly fine, albeit a little disappointed. And yeah, the day is yours. Which would you like to do?
can I walk up to Leek and give him kind of like a once over? Really want to kind of just examine him to kind of just I'm trying to see in his face that he eat one of those pies.
My bags under my eyes are looking better.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you look him over, and he still looks a little worse for wear, but he definitely looks better than he did yesterday. You definitely see him have a little bit more energy and stuff like that. You can see that he can probably keep up now, but he still looks a little rough. Probably
I
like
uh
another night's sleep will probably kick him out of it.
I extend my hand for a handshake.
I I shake your hand.
So
Say
as you
what?
shake my hand, you feel like a coin in your hand, and I say, use this as a reminder that you could do anything you put your mind to. And it's a little gold coin that has etched out 1 day.
Give me a sobriety check.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mark that in my inventory.
Falco
Yep.
sobriety chip.
Get one of these every day, or how's this work?
No, I mean, yeah, milestones. Yeah, I have to make a lot of healing potions, and it costs a lot more than I expected.
So, you guys head back to Berez.
Yeah, didn't you say we saw a shining light in between like some stones?
You did.
That's a seed, then, right?
Oh yeah, that's what we're here for.
So did we want to check out the glowing light or the foreboding abode?
um,
A way better choice, right?
The light?
yeah, we can go light first.
Yeah, Falco, you recall that like as you were exploring the light, the shining light that was in the fog was closer towards the mansion that was up on the hill,
Hmm.
and then the hut was kind of like basically on the ground level in the middle of the in the marsh area, in between the cottages.
Okay. Um, you know what? All right, yeah, I'm gonna try on a water walk. And I'm just picking my spells real quick, sorry, but I'm going to cast augury, and I'm going to roll my bone dice and just say like, is it a good idea to go after this shining light I saw?
Okay. You go and you roll your bones, and they kind of scatter around the ground. You give them a hard look, and to this question, you get a kind of a positive outcome.
Okay.
Little baby.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Let's check this light out.
Got to be the seed.
Maybe the seed.
Might not even need to go into the scary ruins.
You know that that's probably good because it did not feel good. It was a bad vibe. It was windmill times 10 vibe.
We shouldn't leave any stone unturned, though. So if it can help with our battle with our endeavor with Strahd, we should probably check it out.
Yeah, I feel like there was something else we wanted from the ruins.
You wanted to talk to the dragon paladins, right?
But that's up north. That's a little further north.
Oh, okay.
Was there another thing with Berez? I don't think so. Oh wait, yeah, there was, wasn't there? The king of the marsh or the master of the marsh or something?
Yeah.
Hmm. That feels very marsh mastery.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Cool. I can't find the note, but I wrote it down somewhere. So okay. Cool.
Yeah, they got
So light
5 pages.
what?
8 less notes.
So I got to dig through like 5 pages to
Yeah.
find where I wrote
Yeah,
it down.
I got hella notes too. Way more than 5. This is like in the teens or more.
I don't take notes.
I think.
All right, towards the light.
Yeah.
So as you guys come through, there's obviously there's a road that kind of forks out and then kind of encircles this little of the ruins. The center of that is mostly where the marsh is and where Falco recalled where the hut is. The left path that you take will cut you through the center of the ruined cottages. The right path will hook you around closer towards the hut, but against another set of cottages. But both kind of don't exactly go towards the mansion or where you see the glimmer of light, but it'll get you close. They'll You see that the left path might get you a little closer to that.
Um, I think I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace on the group.
Are we going stealthy?
It feels like this is the time to bust it out. So you see me throw up like a handful of dust, and it kind of just like slowly rains down on the party, and everyone just kind of feels a little like stealthier. It's almost like Pigpen with the dust cloud, just like kind of just magically shimmering around us.
Muffle sound and such.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
I say in your heads, I think we should go quietly.
All right. So do all you all agree? Are you going stealthily?
Yeah, I sort of
Yeah.
hug
Yeah.
myself to make my chain mail or whatever it is, scale mail I think I have to make less noise.
All right.
Yeah, scale mail.
Then everybody go ahead and give me some stealth rolls.
Yeah. I have disadvantage, yeah, from exhaustion.
Oh my
I
god.
also have disadvantage.
I think this is a check. check. No, I think is it against saves? Oh yeah, it is against checks. So yeah, so you would do it at disadvantage. Disadvantage, but +10.
One of them was a nat 20, the other was a 9.
Ah,
I'm pretty stealthy though. It's
I also got a
18
9.
plus the 10, so 27 still.
nice, nice.
I got 26.
26.
19.
19
That's-
with the +10.
Yeah, I rolled a 9. I have disadvantage on stealth as well.
All right.
I got a
Falco,
17.
17. Oh. Oh
Rolled a
well.
natural 2.
Oof.
Yeah.
You, you
I'm
guys,
trying, yeah.
you definitely, you guys are making your best attempt at being quiet, and for the most part, you do. Every now and then, you'll probably step into like a soggy marsh puddle a little louder than expected, but for the most part, you guys seem to be going as quietly as you can, skulking through the thick morning fog. Um, as you take this path. And at this point, you are cutting in through these abandoned cottages. Um, uh, if
Do
you
I hear anything coming from any of the cottages? Like, do I hear like the sound of like people talking or like, fire burning or anything like that?
no, you don't hear any like noises or voices or anything else like that. You just hear like the high pitched whine of like the buzzing of insects and whatnot. But if I'd say as you're passing by, you're keeping like kind of like glancing at these cottages as you're going by. You see um, yeah, there's nothing of value that you see. You see that these things have been, if there was anything of value, they've been ransacked already, and
Mm.
there's very little remaining of these cottages. Just like piles of rubble, some low-hanging walls that are barely, knee high. Um, just an imprint of time left by.
Okay.
But you guys go ahead and push through. Um, you get to the last cottage, and you see this is kind of where the dry road ends, and some of the more firmer marsh begins. Um, but you can see that the mansion is about 25 to 30 feet in front of you. And you do see, um, looking up, you do see a ring of stones up on this hill, and there's a thick cloud of fog that just kind of seems condensed in that area, and there's like a glow in the center of it.
Mm. Does it look like anything I've seen before?
No, I mean, you've seen a lot of crazy shit here, but nothing like this yet.
Okay.
Who's gonna go? Who's gonna go take a look?
Well,
Maybe the guy.
we should go collectively, right? In case something goes wrong.
I mean, is the light the same distance, like 30 feet away, or is that further past them?
About it's kind of like off to this like sliding diagonally, so it's about the same rate. But to get up to it, you'd have to go up and around as like um the circle of stones is kind of like overlooking a hill, unless you want to scale the hill. And the cliffside's kind of pretty steep, so you wouldn't be able to just walk up it. You would have to climb it. But to give you a little bit more detail here, so you say toward the south end of the village lies the remains of a mansion built on higher ground. It has been reduced to piles of stone and rotting timber. Empty arch windows stare at you. South of the ruin, an untamed garden runs rampant, surrounded by broken walls that are no longer able to contain it. east of the ruin, someone has erected a crude wooden fence, forming a circular yard in which several goats are penned. Surrounding the fence posts are human skulls.
Ooh,
Some killer goats, right?
all
You guys
the
seeing
evidence,
that shit?
all the evidence points to killer goats. So yeah, let's be ready for that. Uh, well,
You
shit.
know, right?
Well, I think I might be the only human in the group. So I guess you guys have nothing to worry about. I'll stick to the back of the group.
Yeah, it's
Right.
probably good idea, Paramore.
Not from fear, mind you.
So, you guys gonna? What's your plan? Are you just all gonna go collectively up to the mansion?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yes.
I
think
mean, I
so.
feel
Yeah.
split up, especially like if it's going to take a while to get somebody if they're in trouble.
Yeah, we should stick together.
Yeah.
Right. So
Um,
continuing as
before we do that, can I I'm going to use one of my wild shapes to create an owl out of that material, and I want to send the owl in first and kind of scout it out before we walk in.
okay.
So prepared.
You know.
So you go ahead and you cast your familiar and you send it out, and you throw your vision inside of it, and you circle it. And as you do it, you don't see anything other than what you've already noticed down. That you don't see any people. You just see a pen of goats, a thick wall of fog, and a ruined mansion. Um, but nothing else that kind of stands out.
I wanted to try to send the owl into the mansion.
There is no in the mansion, as this mansion is like it has no roof. It's leveled. So the
Oh, okay, got
like
it.
what you can see down, like you can
Footprint.
see down into the ruins, and you don't see anything inside of it. From your perspective at ground level, yeah, you wouldn't be able to see into the into the mansion, but from the bird's eye, you can definitely look into it as like the whole top half is gone and missing. Um, and all you see is just rock, rubble, and nothing. You to see anything of a greater detail, you'd either have to land your owl or take a closer look for an investigation.
I think I'll land my owl. I'm okay with that. If something happens, then it's better to happen to the owl than me.
Sure. Yeah, you go and you land your owl. The owl like lands on like one of the like lower broken walls and just kind of takes a look around and stuff like that. And it's still just lots of rock and rubble. Um, yeah,
Okay,
nothing of consequence.
gotcha. All right, cool.
You know, last time we were in a mansion, someone died, so this feels better.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of resistant. Not want to say resistant, but I'm cautious for sure. That's why I'm sending my familiar. But yeah, I'm going to kind of just have my familiar just scouting ahead of us. But I say so far the coast is clear.
Yeah, let's just head in. Let's see what's up with this light.
Yeah, we're here for the light. Goats can stay. We don't have to mess with the skulls or the mansion. Just the light.
Can I fly my bird over to the light?
Okay, so you guys go ahead and make your way up towards the mansion. You slog through some of the marsh, but it's only a short distance before you find more firmer ground where the ruins are. Um, and you come up, and lies before you the uh, remains of the mansion. You see a lot of rubble, stone walls, um, rotting like furniture and decor, um, and the pen of goats.
Damn it.
And where's the light?
Um, Surprisingly, you've lost track of the light and it's gone
What?
momentarily, as far as you've seen. Like as you gotten closer and you like take your eyes off as you're like traversing and stuff like that, you look back and it's gone.
Mm.
It's not good.
Could we all look away and I look through my bird's eyes and see if it can see the light? Like,
Yeah, you look, you go and look through back through your owl and it doesn't see it at all.
okay. Okay,
The ghost
okay.
lord is over here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? How do we know those are really goats? There's so many were animals in this place. Maybe they're were goats.
I feel like that's likely.
Goats.
It's possible.
Yeah. Did not pack speak with animals.
It's okay. I'm a priest of Saloon, so any were creatures, at least to some degree, worship Saloon. So I can, well, with the skulls, maybe I shouldn't talk to them. Maybe one of you will just say that you're a priest of Saloon and I'm your like uh, yet to be decapitated minion.
I don't know if any of us pull that off.
Yeah, you're right.
Me too. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Talk about
you have a
some.
very specific annoyance to you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, somebody else talk to the goats then.
Hey, goats.
Um,
Goats.
Say in common.
can I try speaking to one of the ghost minds and if say like if you can understand me, look at me and nod.
Who's
And do
me?
you have like a just a racial trait that you can speak with animals?
I can speak telepathically to anything I can understand language.
He's trying to see if they're not really goats.
Yeah, I just want to see if they're cognizant.
I mean, you telepathically like speak to one, and it like kind of yeah. You go and you telepathically link with one of them, and you speak your whatever things, and it like it seizes up and then tips over.
Oh, it's one of those goods.
Fainting goat. Okay. These guys are hilarious. Blah. I'm joking. I don't do that. All right. I guess we can try to continue on to this ruin. I mean, these guys. Can I just try to do an insight check or something? Do these look like regular goats? Like
Yeah.
just
To
with my knowledge
do
of
do a
creatures.
perception check.
Okay, I rolled insight and I rolled terribly. Should I roll something else or should I just take it?
It's whatever. What would you roll?
I rolled a 10 total.
And yeah, they just look like goats.
All right, cool. Yeah, I was mid click when you said perception. Just like, "Ugh."
Okay. Shit. What do we do?
We could, go through these ruins a little more thoroughly. See if
Yeah.
maybe the light shows back up. But
Mm-hmm.
I guess next spot is the hut if the light doesn't show back up.
Well, I mean, do we remember where the light was? Or is it just like we
Yeah.
have no idea where it was coming?
Yeah, can we walk to the area where we saw that it was?
Yeah, you last remember that the glow was closer towards the pen of goats.
Hmm.
Something with these goats, man.
We make our way to the goats.
Yep.
Yeah, I really wish I packed speak with animals, but It's like you never use it, and then the one time you do use it, you're like, fine, I would finally not put it in my inventory. But yeah, so yeah, I'll get into the goat pen.
You're gonna get into the goat pen.
Yeah, I think there's something we got to find in this goat pen. So I'm gonna start going.
Can I throw out one of my rations? The goats, like split it up into little pieces. I don't know. I mean, I want to feed the goats, and I don't eat them. So
Okay, so you're all going to inspect these goats, or are you some of them like splitting up to look at the mansion?
No, we're a mass, collective mass.
yeah,
Go check the goats.
Thanks,
So
guys.
you you guys come up and you see a pen of goats. They're just kind of like gnawing away at whatever grass is growing here.
Do they have like
Um,
collars or like markings showing like like ownership?
Give me a investigation.
Okay, I'll guide myself on this one. All right, investigations. Okay, that is a 13.
13. You do not see any like markings or like a collar or brands or anything else like on these to show that they are, quote unquote owned. Um, but giving a look, you do see that there are 9 goats. And the this fence is pretty. Yeah, and then of the fence that is here, you don't see a gate. You don't see anything that allows you to enter into this fenced off area. And of the skulls that pock this fence, you count roughly about 50 of them.
holy shit!
50. So these man-eating goats.
Man
How
eating
tall is the
weregoats.
fence around?
The fence is roughly about like 6 feet tall, so you could probably jump it with a like an athletics check if you wanted to. But there's no real like in or out, other than like somehow going like the top is uncovered, obviously, but there's no like door or gateway into here.
Goats are like known for like climbing mountains and like jumping high and shit, aren't they?
As far as you know, I mean, goats are definitely, skilled climbers and stuff like that. But by like looking at this plate, you don't see any place elevation where goats could, effectively jump or hop over this fence.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of stumped, yeah.
I mean, from where we remember the light being, did it seem like it was coming from inside the pen or like somewhere else near the pen?
It's more near the pen, like probably more closer towards the actual mansion than the like inside the pen. Um,
Okay.
Okay, I'm still feeding the goats. I give them a ration.
yeah, they happily take it from you.
So
And their eyes go red, and then they
bite you.
eat
The
your metal
mansion.
hand. That seems like the only path forward, yeah. And I got my familiar just kind of scouting around. And if it sees anything, it'll like let me know.
Right. So you guys go ahead and get closer to the mansion, and you kind of fan out a little bit to kind of better look around. Um, as you get closer to the mansion, the fog starts to get a little thicker, kind of envelops you a little.
Oh boy.
um, as you are kind of looking, standing at the ready, you hear a voice call from behind you. And you turn around and a ghost takes shape in the fog, assuming the form of a giant of a man. His features mutilated and his entrails hanging out like frayed
Oh.
ropes. Despite its intimidating presence, the apparition has a cringing light in its eyes. Why do you invade my home? Begone, I beseech you.
Oh shit.
That was like, yep.
Uh,
Are you the master of the marsh?
I've once gone by that name.
shit. What are we supposed to talk
Well,
to this guy about?
pleasure to meet you. Um,
We are the
we were
Nightmares
look.
featuring Kazan.
We were Nightmares Fujiki-san. Um, we were looking to get some information from you. You're known as a wise person. What befell you? How did you end up in the state you're in?
Strahd did this to me.
Ooh, why?
He sought to make an example of me after what I've done.
Well, actually, you think maybe we should just take a break? We were talking about it anyway, and maybe we can start it like with
You
this.
know what? That is fair. We'll go ahead and take a quick break while I go ahead and get on this lore, and then we'll be right back and with continuing. All right, welcome back, everybody. Thank you for staying with us. Excuse me. Anyways, the question was asked, "Why are you like this?" The ghost goes and responds, "Strahd did this to me for what I've did to poor Marina."
Who's Marina?
Marina was a peasant girl who lived here. We thought her to be the reincarnation of Tatiana. And so to prevent Strahd from taking her and making her one of his spawn, I killed her.
Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Could,
Did she consent to this?
yeah, you couldn't think of a better way?
It was the only way to protect her from Strahd. It would be better to be put to death than to live as one of his monsters.
I mean, did she think so? Like, did you ask?
I don't think he asked.
And just stands there, floating.
Hi, my name is Karabar Salvati. I am a human, but what is going on with these goats? Do you know what's going on with these goats, sir? What's your name, by the way?
Ulrich.
Ulrich.
And no, these goats do not belong.
I have.
Maybe a shot.
Wait, what?
Excuse you.
What? Maybe a shot in the dark. Have you heard anything about magic seed?
I do not know of what you say, seek, or say. Sat. Spoke.
Trying to-
Um,
Say that again.
can I give a general look around to see if anyone seems to be like spying on us? Anything besides this ghost in front of us that seems strange.
Yeah, go ahead and give a perception check.
Okay, sorry, didn't mean to cut it off. Sorry, I just wanted to get that in before you got ran up on.
Also, do the goats seem like scared of the ghosts?
Start paying attention. They're just doing their goat thing.
16.
16, you look around and you don't see anybody. You don't really necessarily get a feeling that you're being watched or anything else like that. Not to mention that the fog is a little thicker right now, and it's kind of hard to notice if anybody's watching. But for the moment, you don't see anybody.
Okay.
Ulrich, do you think you could give us some insight? We're here to oppose Strahd. At the very least, we're here to help Barovia. Do you know anything that could help us in this, endeavor? I mean, this fight maybe against Strahd? Any details that maybe we don't know?
No, you must leave this place.
Why?
Because this land is cursed. You must leave. Leave me to rest. I have done what I did to protect, to prevent Strahd from getting Tatiana once more. It is a sacrifice that I must bear.
What happens if he gets Tatiana?
All I can say is a great evil will spawn from that.
Does it have to be Tatiana, or if he just gets like any similar person?
The way that the spirits were, souls do not rest here. Souls cannot escape and enter what you would call the afterlife. They are chained here. They are recycled into bodies time to time.
Reincarnation.
If we
In a
help,
sense.
hypothetically, let's say we help Strahd get a wife. How badly would we have screwed up, hypothetically, of course?
All I know is Strahd will stop at nothing to get Tatiana. But if he does get what he desires, who knows what hells he might bring from this.
I feel like this is a lot of murder based on conjecture. Like, we've asked you what'll happen and you don't know, or you won't tell us. But you killed somebody to keep it from happening.
Still haven't heard if there was a consent there.
Has he gotten Tatiana before, and so there's a pretense,
No.
or okay, so we're
He
just
must never get Tatiana.
what's so precious about Tatiana? Arena, as we know her.
I do not know of this arena.
Ah, well.
I say in your head, don't use names.
Oh.
Who is this arena?
I mean, sorry, Marina. Sorry, the name you said earlier.
Marina is dead now.
Okay, yeah. What's so great about the totally dead Marina / Tatiana? Stop it.
It's to protect her soul. Because once Strahd gets a hold of it, he will devour it.
Mm. He
Is
could
it
eat
like a
souls?
special soul?
In answer to this, would you want your soul devoured by a vampire?
No, but I just mean, like, why does Strahd want this soul in particular?
Because
He
it is
seems
precious
like
to
he has
him.
glitter. So
He
he has.
desires it of like nothing else. It is the reason why he became a vampire.
Ooh.
To eat her soul?
He murdered his own family to get to Tatiana.
Mm. You seem
I
to
don't
know a lot
know
about the Strahd.
vampires. I thought they drank blood. I had no idea they could eat souls.
They eat souls.
That's horrifying.
We can still poke around and look for the seed, right?
What seed do you speak of?
As far as I know, a magic seed to grow food for the people here.
I know nothing.
Can we
Insight check.
get an inside
Go
check
ahead.
a ghost?
I think you know something, sir. The master of the marsh knows nothing. 21.
21. It's a ghost with a mangled face. It's very hard to read them.
I squint.
Well, well, sir. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but we are looking for something rather important, and it appears to be, from what we understand, it's in this area. So we are gonna go through all your things that you had when you were alive. We don't mean any disrespect or anything. And I'll totally say a prayer of saloon afterwards, so that it's all kosher.
He fades away.
I say.
Wait. Is he gone? Fuck. This is your fault,
I
Karabar.
didn't know you had more to say. I'm sorry.
Not the face guy. And you're out here using names? Come on, man.
Someone's gonna rifle through his stuff?
Well, I'm just being forthcoming. I'm sorry. I didn't know we were supposed to be. I didn't realize this was a clandestine mission, and that Ghost Man was a problem. I thought we were just.
Every mission is a clandestine mission.
We're in Barovia. Always lie.
Yeah.
I'm
This
sorry.
is the only time I'm going to tell you the truth. Always lie.
I'm not a great liar. I'm sorry. I guess that's why I'm not the face man, huh? I'm sorry.
Gotcha. You're not a great liar.
Yeah, I got ahead of myself, and it's not often you see a ghost, and I wanted to speak, talk shop. Sorry, guys.
We've seen so many ghosts here.
Yeah,
I haven't seen any ghosts.
that's
Oh,
right.
That
you
shit,
didn't.
yeah. We met you after the whole possession.
Okay, but to be
Yeah.
fair, that means Zerzer could possibly come back if his soul is trapped here. He's gonna be a baby. We
Damn.
just gotta find baby Zerzer.
What an ugly baby.
That's another question we could have asked the ghost: is what's the turnaround time between reincarnations?
I mean, if you hadn't scared him off,
I didn't scare him off. I think I did an appropriate ending to the conversation, and he took that as a.
the conversation wasn't over.
Well, I thought it was. I'm sorry.
Do we just wait around? Is he going to come back?
Yeah, maybe if we poke around his stuff, he'll come back.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, let's just
Probably a
start
lot
looking.
angrier.
Looking through his shit. See if you can find
Question
any family
Jim.
photos.
All right, so what are you doing?
Falco was like scouting out the town. Was there anything that looked like similar to a cemetery or tombstones or anything like that?
The closest thing that Falco pointed out as you relayed like the lay of the land, the only thing that looked close enough to like a cemetery is the off to the side of the mansion, just below and westward. You see that what looks like a chapel slash graveyard, what used to be a graveyard. It's a little plot right there. You see some what a ruined structure, like half of a structure there, plots and everything else.
Hmm. I
Like,
mean,
maybe we should go check that out. You know? One of you could talk to the dead. I can't remember who it was. Like, is there a limit on that? Like, how
I
fresh
think so.
does the body need to be?
That's fair. Yeah, we find Ulrich's body. We can talk to him again, no problem.
Yeah,
Or if we
that's
find
true.
Marina's body, we could ask her
Yeah,
if like she was even down to be murdered.
Yeah.
well, if Marina is the reincarnation of Tatiana and Irina is also the reincarnation, then wouldn't the soul be still in a body and therefore be unable to be spoken to from beyond the grave?
I don't know. You're the religious person.
It
Let,
worked.
let, let's go with what I said. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, there is no time limit, so if we find a corpse, I can ask it questions.
So like we can, if it's a skeleton, is that cool?
Yeah, there's a
The
lot
only
of
thing is
skulls.
it still has to have a mouth. That's the only expectation or thing criteria.
Define mouth.
Jaw, upper jaw, closey, openy.
Okay. Okay. So these skulls won't work.
I would say a skull has a mouth.
Yeah, skull
It
has a
does,
mouth.
but it can't open it because the muscles are what make the mouth move.
Maybe part of the magic does it.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't say it needs muscles. It just says it has to have a mouth and it can't be undead.
Then let's talk to these fucking skulls. Let's go do some grave robbing. Because I feel like we keep getting the runaround and nobody's giving us straight answers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just ask these skulls how they got here.
Yeah, like who
Alco's
put
just
why are
snapping in
you
the background.
oh,
Okay.
I don't understand what the correlation to the goats is, and that's still really bothering me. Because the
Mm-hmm.
goats seem like just chill goats, and it seems just really like I feel like whoever put this here is doing the goats a disservice, and it's not fair to the goats.
I think
Yeah,
they just.
100%.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody's trying to make them seem evil so they don't get visitors, which is very rude.
Yeah, I can ask one of the skulls a question.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. I go up to the nearest skull. I set up. I grab my amulet. I just sort of lightly caress the side of one of the heads. I'm not gonna pick it up. And I cast Speak with the Dead, and I say, Saloon has questions for you.
You go and you go up to one of the skulls. You're going doing these on the skulls that are lined on the
The fence, yeah.
fence, right? Yeah. You go and you try to cast a spell on this skull, and it doesn't take effect,
Hmm.
as if there's something else already enchanting it.
Hmm.
So did he waste a spell slot?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yes, and you casted it. It didn't take effect, and
Okay.
it's puzzling to you because like normally this should work, but the reverb that you got from this was like, oh, something's already affecting this skull, and I can't like put another spell on it.
We all saw him fail to cast the spell, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like Saloons never answers you when you try to do so.
Saloon's always there. I just feel like there's something else going on here. Falco, can't you detect magic?
If we take a rest, I could do it, but I didn't prepare that.
I see. I see. Uh, well, I'm going to instead use my telekinesis and lift the mage hand and just lift the skull off of the fence.
Okay. So you cast your mage hand and you go and you telepathically grab this skull, and as you start to mm, lift it off the fence, um, it starts its jaw like hangs open and then just starts. You hear this scream and yell, and then all of a sudden that one goes, and then all 50 of them chain start screaming
Oh
and
no!
yelling. Like you set off an alarm.
I told you it wasn't saloon. It was magic.
I'm
And
looking around
yeah, grabbing my amulet.
frantically.
What are you guys
Why
doing?
Just sort of prepping,
Yeah,
bracing
I was gonna
myself.
say.
we see any movement or anything? Like, I know the fog's really thick.
Put the skull back.
Oh yeah, I'll lower it back. Yeah, immediately for sure.
You lower back into position and it's still going.
Mm,
Huh?
okay. I think I'm gonna turn into a bear.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's Ulrich's alarm, and he already knows we're here. Like, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he said those weren't his.
That's fair. But yeah, that's right.
I mean,
So,
if we're already going off, let's just play into it, right?
Just
And
start
I'm gonna start
screaming.
smacking my axe.
Oh,
Thanks.
I join them in the scream.
Yeah.
Ah!
All right.
actually, no, I'm not going to turn into an animal. I'm going to just chill for a little bit, kind of wait to see if this thing play out. But I'm frantically looking around to see if anyone's like approaching.
Falco, go ahead and give me a
How are
perception
those
check.
reacting to the soul screaming?
Mm-hmm.
Like half of them fainted and are just like currently like laying on the ground. The others are kind of like running around the pen, like because it's a loud noise. Like this is not like just like no, this is full on like just
Screeching.
someone at the top of their lungs just screaming and like just howling,
Hmm.
and you can hear it for miles.
21.
21. As you are like trying to like tune out this horrible yelling, you look back down towards, and the fog is thick, but you you do see some movement. At least you think you see movement. The only movement you see is coming from what you thought were the scarecrows.
Oh, god damn it.
Ooh,
And you see
okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these things start shambling towards you.
Oh, we gotta go. We gotta go.
I put
I
my
let
hands up.
him
Hey,
And
know.
sorry guys. We didn't mean to
as
set off your
you
alarm.
it, as you also see these things from where you see the hut, uh, rising above it, you see that giant skull with a figure inside of it that's now taken to the air and is coming towards your position.
Uh, let's just explain our position. We're here looking for stuff. This doesn't necessarily have to lead
Um,
to a fight.
I'm gonna cast a summon beast, and I'm gonna pick a flying beast.
Which flying beast?
Okay. Well, yeah, which flying beast?
All right, cool. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I'm doing. I'm still kind of just evaluating, but
Are you guys like standing your ground, or are you
I
fleeing,
mean,
or
I'm
what are you
ready to
guys doing?
go. But if they're not following, then I'll stay with them. But
I think
yeah,
Because
Karabar.
there, this flying skull is approaching quickly, so you got to make up your mind. Are you fleeing or are you staying?
Well, I think Karabar just wants to explain the situation. He doesn't feel like it should be a fight or anything like that. He's just,
all right.
hey, sorry, we set off your alarm. We're just looking for a seed. Do you know where it is?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna turn into a wolf.
You see a giant flying skull headed towards you, and he's like, "Oh yeah, they'll be understanding."
Maybe.
It could be.
Nothing in Barovia is understanding.
Have we learned nothing?
Esmeralda was not alright.
She's still with us?
Oh
That's true.
shit, that's right. Is she? She is, isn't she? We never dropped her off. She's still with us.
Yes, she is. She's been keeping a silent watch on you guys, and is seeing this and is like, hey, "This is not good."
Oh. Okay, I'll just look to everyone else then, because I clearly don't have a good read on the situation.
You don't have a good read on
I'm ready
anything.
to run. I say, fly, you fools, and I'm like ready to run. I'm
Let's
like,
go.
We gotta find the seed.
Yeah, we're here for a reason.
All right,
okay.
everybody, go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah, we just sit there arguing the whole time.
Oh, this is great.
Oh, oh no. Oh, that what? That's some bullshit.
Nice, nice.
I'm sorry, I keep on going back and forth. Actually, no, I'm going to stick with Direwolf.
Just poof, 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 poof.
Got a big
Who
battle to
has
look
the
forward to.
adventurers woken up and is expecting a fight? You'll find out next time when we continue our series. So definitely tune in to us next week.
We might be dead.
Yeah, this next week might be the final episode. We'll find out. So yeah, tune in next week for our D&D continuing series. Tune in this weekend, Saturday, when we go back to our weekend streams, continuing our Monster Hunter Rise series. And check out our YouTube channel for all our previous D&D content. And give us a follow if you enjoy our content and you wish to see more and wish to be notified whenever we're streaming. Other than that, thank you for watching and hope to see you next time and have a nice night.